post to a lot of people, like to everyone on the panel. So maybe by mistake, someone clicked on that end call. No problem. I think people are joining in back, so we can continue. I will just share my screen back. So Tushar sir, next up is your topic, but I think you will have to run fast, really fast, just touching upon important things. Before that, yes.
I would like to share in 2-3 small examples where I have seen children, struggling with the understanding of the question, and also how we should be, now starting to use technology to our aid when it is coming to question the students, like we were just discussing before. What should be the effective question? So if we have a situation where we can show a small video to the students and then propose a question based on that video, so probably that gives them a daily life experience or something right in front of their eyes, which they do not have to recollect. So like we were talking about the Newton's law, so if it is something related, like Tushar said, had posted, a car, how do you stop a car in motion? So give that video illustration to them, video, and then propose the question. So that is how automatically, because visuals are more effective in every stage of learning with every kind of learner. So that's how we should use that to our aid. Also, when we are crafting our questions, many a times we complicate. That's what we were discussing, that the language becomes too difficult. So we should be breaking down the questions to the smaller parts so that the comprehension is easier for the students and the learning outcome is better achieved. So these are two points that I wanted to highlight. Yes, Shweta ma'am, you can.
Right. So I think what Kruti ma'am is also trying to establish is that every student is different, and not just Kruti ma'am. I think the whole panel touched upon this in the initial part of the presentation itself, that every student is unique, and the students who are at extremes may be very meritorious students, and students with special needs, there the difference is more evident, but it is there for everyone. And by personalizing those questions for everyone, we can maximize the impact of the question on that specific student. But now coming to next question, is that even practically possible for a teacher to craft different set of questions in different pattern on different level of Bloom's taxonomy for everyone she is teaching? Say you are teaching 3 sections and there are 40 students in 3 sections, then you already have 120 students. And if you are following a good questioning practice wherein you do a pre-assessment, you do formative assessments, you do summative assessments, doing this for 120 students on day-to-day basis is just impossible. But not now. It was until there was no AI, there was no generative AI, there was no personalization. But like we initially established, AI is disrupting every field, and education is the big time disruption where we are seeing that AI is making. And which is where now I would like to invite our technology expert, Tushar sir, who himself has used generative AI to generate questions for AI curriculum. So over to you, Tushar sir. Would love to share your experience with this question generation exercise that you did for CBSE.
Yes, ma'am. If I'm allowed to present my 1 or 2 questions from my slide, I'll be happy. Like I have 1 or 2 slides to show. Can I present, ma'am?
All right. If you could just, try.
Just one slide. Just one
ahead.
slide.
Sure. Yeah, please go ahead. You can share your screen. I'll stop sharing. So everyone, we are going to hear from someone who has practically used AI for generating AI questions, and we'll hear from their first-hand experience. Tushar sir, yes, please go ahead.
Yes, everybody can see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, so I'm going to only talk about personal experience.
Yes.
Like I'm not going to talk about types of questions and all that, but I'm just going to put some of my experiences where, like, when I started using generative AI. So it happened once upon a time. I literally got goofed up. Chat GPT literally gave me a 440 volts shock. While generating questions. So it once happened with my class 12 students, and they wanted me to give them around 5 questions based on assertion and reasoning, because this was the type of questions they really liked. And we teachers are normally, we do multitasking, so we have to do so many tasks at one time. So we found some few students telling me, science students coming, okay, sir, please give us some assertion reasoning based question, because that is what we love. And actually, I didn't happen to get time, so I just took hold of Chat GPT and gave some 5 questions based on assertion and reasoning on data storytelling of class 12 artificial intelligence. So it just went in within a few seconds. The questions were there along with the answers. And actually, what happened? Like, this was one question, and like, I happened to share the answers a little bit later. So in the evening, one student came, messaged me that, sir, you had asked one question जिसका answer wrong था. And I started pondering, because ultimately I had no clue, I had no time to even see the questions. Just I thought that, okay, let us see how Chat GPT, like, is it really a good servant? Can I depend on it? So this was one question which I gave to the students, and it came out with a wrong answer. So could anybody just? I think it's a question which can be it can be solved by many of you. Could anybody tell me the right answer? This is based on data storytelling. Anybody?
Sir, we are not able to see your question.
So please read out the question.
You're not able to see my question?
No, sir.
Yes, there's no question on
I
this.
think you have to stop sharing and maybe share again that is specific screen that you want to share.
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
So
sir, it is not
while
visible.
Tushar sir is figuring out the technical aspect of it, there is another poll live in your poll box. Can we rely on AI models for question generation, like ChatGPT, Gemini, and other AI models? So, what's been your experience, or what is your intuition towards
Can you
that?
see in the questions? Can you see my question?
No, sir, it's not there.
Shweta,
So, yeah,
meantime, we can compare
yeah.
how many are taking the test generators and AI.
Yeah, that's also a very good insight to have. So we asked right now that how effective do you think, or how reliable do you think AI models can be? Let's also ask the audience that tool they generally use for question generation. So Smita ma'am here, sorry, Shani ma'am here has been using a lot of different tools. She has some perspective on every tool out there.
I think now the
Sorry to
question is.
intervene.
Now the question is seen on the
Am I
screen.
audible? Sorry to intervene.
Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Actually, you've been talking about the poll, but the poll is not visible to us for a long time. Like I've been trying.
Ma'am, it should be visible at the bottom of your Google Meet, that triangle, square, and circle symbol, because a lot of other folks are polling in and we are getting the
Absolutely. We are
responses.
getting
So,
the responses.
No,
Ma'am,
I've
sorry,
tried.
even
That's
I'm not
why.
able to get it.
Ma'am, you may rejoin. You may rejoin, possibly.
Okay. Thank you so much for the timely response. Thank you
Can
so much.
everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Yes, sir,
sir.
we can see.
Yeah. Okay. So this was one question where ChatGPT gave me a wrong answer. So very quickly, can I get the correct answer?
Answer B is correct, sir, I think.
It should be D, sir.
Option D.
It should be B, B.
Yeah, I also vote for B, I suppose. So let's break the suspense. Tushar sir, please tell us what's the
Well,
correct answer.
actually, when we talk about data storytelling, it can be it's not only relevant for the business presentation and reports. Like data storytelling can be relevant for any field of education. So here, the correct answer is D. D for Delhi. A is false, but R is true. So this was, yeah, it
Yeah.
was,
Yes,
Correct.
because the word only is
yes,
used. That should not be
yes. So
there. Only should not be there in
yes.
A. That is the wrong thing. I
Correct.
also put
Yeah.
B.
So there were quite a few questions also. Like then later on, uh, we learned this lesson that we just can't blindly accept the questions given by ChatGPT. It requires reviewing. Like when we were
I
part of
agree.
the advisory committee, we generated a lot of questions for the handbook. But then after generating the questions, there was a panel of members which reviewed all the questions and the answers. So that reviewing is very important, and then putting the questions, on paper or on screen. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much, Shweta, ma'am.
Thank you, Tushar sir. So, like Tushar sir pointed out, that there are challenges with AI generated questions as well, and it indeed requires manual reviews. Let's just see that is there any other way around it. And I also saw that we have got maximum polls, more than 45 on the question, can we rely on AI models, wherein more than 30 people said maybe. So they're still confused that can we not, and in another 5 minutes, we are just going to answer this mystery question. Can we rely on AI for question generation? So I'll just share my slide once
So,
again.
Shweta, I would like to add in here that as we teachers, we professional teachers are trained, and we are still in the process of being trained because of the continuous. It is a continuous process of learning for us also. So the same way, I feel
Right.
AI also needs training on what is the exact requirement of the kind of learning outcome that we need from our students. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Very true,
Yes.
Kruti ma'am. You have caught it like beforehand. Uh, but yeah, just to set context for the audience here, some of the challenges that we figured out from this teacher community itself, from our 2000 plus teacher community, is creating questions is very time consuming. It's a repetitive, mundane task. It's not properly mapped to the concepts that a teacher might want to evaluate. There are less sources on the new pattern of questions like CBQs, case-based, assertion reason, right? The paper generators, CBSE paper generators, which are there in market, they usually have old question bank. And then students don't want to answer the question. That is one biggest challenge, I believe. And sometimes there are accuracy issues. And now we will look at how AI can solve these challenges. So I think Tushar sir would have experienced it, that AI indeed helps with these challenges. Like it reduces the time, you can create unique questions, you can configure it to map it with the concepts and everything. But then what AI tools to use, first of all, for question generation? So these are some of the most popular tools that is used by the teacher community currently, some of the progressive teachers of our community. And this is a little mapping of the AI tool and their strengths, weaknesses, and the combination of strengths and weaknesses makes them, more relevant for a specific question generation use case. So, for example, ChatGPT is more appropriate for generating language questions, right? Whereas Gemini might be more appropriate for generating technical and scientific questions. So like that, every model has their own strength and weakness, and you have to have some experience with these models to understand that, okay, which kind of questions which model is generating best. So that is one catch. But even then, there are few more challenges where AI tools fail, which is why you generally need a manual team to review, all these questions. And that happens because of the bias in the AI models which are there today, because they are not specifically trained for CBSE curriculum, for generating questions, for Indian, students. So there are a lot of parameters that go into, creating a AI model, and the generic models which are being used, they are not trained on these specific parameters, which is why it starts hallucinating and generating give us some wrong response. But there is a way to beat this flaw in the AI models, and that is by training it with your own data. So when I say training it with your own data, you take the base model from the existing AI models, and then you give it additional information that, okay, this is the curriculum that we will refer to for generating question. These are the guidelines. If you are creating MCQ, then strictly follow these guidelines. If you are doing case-based questions, then you have to make sure that case is tightly integrated with the questions that follow. So that kind of training for your model, you feed in some recent sample questions or actual question paper that CBSE has kind of used for 2024 exams. So then that gives that extra intelligence to AI models, which fill in the gap because of which the errors come in. The only catch here is this model which you can train. It usually comes in the premium version. So the most basic chat GPT configurable comes at around 2,500 per month per teacher, which might not be affordable for many teachers in our country. And it's also very engineering intensive task. Configuring your own AI model actually takes a very high level of technical skills as well. We do run workshops on that for teachers who are very keen, but generally I feel that a teacher should focus more on the teaching skills and the subject matter expertise rather than trying to learn an engineer's job of configuring a AI model, which actually is time consuming and kind of still in its early stages. So here, I would like to quickly introduce Neo, which is a tool that we are building in-house with the help of our expert panel, with the help of our teacher community. And what we have done here is we have created one proprietary personalization engine that takes care of the personalization that we want to give in the questions, so that every student gets question tailored for that student. It takes into account the student's comprehension level. So Bloom's taxonomy is kind of taken into account, his AR, his IQ, aptitude, his interests. So all those things, like more than 50 parameters are taken into account to create a persona for every student, so that personalized question can be crafted for those students. And then there is another very important aspect to this, which is the LLM model, large language model, which is trained on CBSE curriculum, which is trained on Bloom's taxonomy and other question generation frameworks, and also trained on the nature of subject. So every subject requires a different approach to question generation. How you would go about for a subject like maths or science would not be same for a language subject like English, and it would not be same for a humanities subject like history and geography. So depending on the nature of subject, also the approach to generating questions actually differs, and that is also taken into account while training this AI model. So it therefore kind of helps the teachers by reducing their time in creating questions and also takes care of the personalization engine, adherence with the NEP and the curriculum. And the final output is the teacher has the access to one of the most premium version of AI models in the world right now, all of them at, at no additional cost of buying the premium version of these. They don't have to train these models now, because the team at Neo has already trained them with the help of teachers community itself. So the guidelines that we have used to train the models have come from the teacher community itself. And then the teachers don't have to invest a lot of time in learning the prompt engineering, which generally defines the outcomes of the session. So with this, I think I would quickly give a 1-minute demo to the audience here so that they can see it in reality, how it works. So we have taken into consideration that we don't want to burden the teachers with a lot of additional operations. They are already doing so much. We don't want to throw one more tool on them that, okay, now learn this. So the idea was to keep it very, very simple. So a teacher can just come and do the task in just 2-3 taps. I'll be sharing my mobile screen now, so all of you can see that how this Neo actually works in action, right? So it's a mobile device. It does not require any laptop or heavy device. Yeah. So, am I audible? Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
Shweta.
thank you. So I will now share my mobile screen. So if you all can see my mobile screen, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, okay. So it's visible. Great. So this is the teacher app. This one. So this is your home page where you can have your classes. And say I am a class 10th biology teacher. So I'll go create questions. And here, second tab, I'll do on create worksheet. And now, depending on the stage of learning that we discussed, whether you want to give a preparatory exercise or formative exercise, if the chapter is going on, or you are doing it towards the end of your teaching, you can choose what type of quiz you want to give. If you're giving a preparatory one, then the questions that will come here, they will come from the previous grades that the student has already come from. Like the questions might be from relevant chapters of class 9th or class 8th biology. So that makes sure that the foundation of the student is in place to go ahead with this chapter. So you can give a preparatory quiz, or you can give a formative quiz. In the formative one, you can
Excuse me, ma'am.
also select
Excuse me,
the
ma'am. I
topic.
can't see the screen. Only demo is written there on the screen. What you are sharing is not coming here.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for highlighting it. I think
No,
it
it's
was
visible, Shweta. It's visible for me.
it's visible for me also.
Visible
We
for us.
can see it's visible, but it is scrolling very soon. We are not able to zoom it and
In
see.
my screen, it is
Teacher,
visible and not scrolling for so it's
dear
going
teacher,
fast.
please pin the
I think
Shweta ma'am's presentation.
now it should be visible. I'll just pin my screen for everyone if it is not visible. Yeah. Is it visible now for everyone?
Yes, ma'am, we
Yes,
can
it is
see.
visible. Yes,
Okay,
it is
great.
visible. Okay, great. So we were here. So here
Yes,
in this
ma'am. It is visible.
chapter,
If you can start from the beginning, your presentation, you can just start from the beginning once. Thank you.
okay, okay, yeah. Since it's very quick, it will take just hardly 1 or 2 minutes. So you are on your home page. This is your home page where you have your classes. Say I teach class 10th, 11th, and 12th. So now I want to give my 10th class students some worksheet. I've just finished a chapter, so I'll go there inside that biology, and here I can already see all the chapters of that curriculum, CBSE curriculum. So now if I go into a specific chapter, I can choose whether I want to give a preparatory quiz, formative one, or summative one. If I go with preparatory, here the questions that will come from the foundation that is required for that specific chapter, mostly from class 9th, class 8th, and class 7th. So initially from maybe I think these are from some chapter from cell, which is in class 8th. So some basic questions from that, and they gradually the difficulty level of those questions go ahead. If I go with formative, here I can also choose the subtopics of that specific chapter. Say I choose respiration and nutrition and types of nutrition. So here then if I go inside, I will see the questions that will reinforce the current learning from Bloom level 3 and 4, right, which are appropriate for the learning stage. And then if I go to the last stage, which is the summative one, here I get questions which are from all the topics mixed from that chapter, and gradually towards the end there would be multidisciplinary questions also, which kind of need knowledge and application from various subtopics. So like that you can curate quizzes for your different stages of learning. And once you review the quiz, all you have to do is send worksheet and your work is done. That's all a teacher has to do, just some 3-4 tabs, and then your quizzes, all the active quizzes will come here on your home page. And from here you can track the data of how many students have attempted it. And here you see that preparedness, the chart. Here you see the comprehension level, which is derived from the Bloom level, Bloom taxonomy level of the questions. And I'll also quickly give you how student sees this in the student tab. So this would be the student's experience. Once you send the worksheet to student, the student will get it here in the assigned worksheets. So student can tap and they can go ahead and answer the questions that you sent them. So they will get immediate feedback also, as in whether they are answering right or wrong. And towards the end, they also get some analytics. Some assertion reason questions are also there. They get a streak that, okay, they are consistently doing it or not. And they get some coins. So it's a gamified experience from them, for them. And they can review the questions also. So they know that if they have done something wrong, then what was the correct answer for that. So this is your student experience. Apart from the questions that the worksheets that you are giving to the student, they also have an opportunity of participating in some open contests, which are mostly on the vocational skills. Like, if someone wants to become a doctor or an engineer or, current affairs. So based on profession, what critical skills the student need to develop and what academic knowledge is needed for the foundation of that profession. They can take those kind of quizzes also from here, which will develop their core skills and their vocational skills, basically make them ready for 21st century. So this is how it is. I think in the interest of time, since we have already exceeded 30 minutes from the planned session, I will stop here and I will share the attendance link so that everyone can get their resources of this workshop and also the participation certificate. I will leave from here. So am I audible back in here from my system?
Yes, Shweta.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes.
So I will share my screen now. Thank you everyone. More than 130 participants staying back till we have, even after we have exceeded the time. that's amazing. I didn't expect so many people to stick till the end. That actually shows everyone, like, thank you the expert panel for keeping such a engaging session. The love of the audience is very evident by just seeing that how many of them have stayed back. So,
Here, Shweta, we want to extend our thank to you because you actually gathered everyone.
thank you so much. I mean, we are just taking, small steps towards the big journey that we have envisioned here for the students and teachers at large. Um, so, yes, everyone, what I would request you to do is to try out the question generation on your own, and this would be like your hands-on activity. We don't want you to just learn some theory from here. We want you to actually implement it and help us build this tool alongside you. So whatever is your requirement, we want you to first try it out, what we have built with the help of teachers. And if you have any additional requirement, you can reach out to us in this WhatsApp group. The second QR code is to the WhatsApp group. If you scan it, you will be able to join it. People who are already a part of it, you don't have to join again. But this is the primary group. From there we connect with the teachers, and we take their feedback, and we support them with all the resources. And the feedback form will also come in this WhatsApp group itself. So request you all to join it. Because of scarcity of time, I have not been able to put together the feedback form, so it will come in this group itself. For now, I think the only thing I would like you to do is download Neo from the Play Store. It is right now free for all the participants of this workshop. You would have your classes and chapter subjects, everything over there. Some of them might be logged right now, but I think a lot of chapters would be unlocked as well.
Shweta ma'am,
Yeah.
this is Aruna from Unison, Hyderabad. Okay, so I have downloaded new AI, and I have gone through few. I am a teacher of English teaching for class 10 students, so I have added. I did not add any students, but then what I have done is I have gone through 2 of the lessons worksheets and all, and I feel very happy to say that they're amazing. They are too amazing. And in front of the public, I would like to say that I have used few, two, three, two in my lesson because I did not add my children. I did not add my students into that because later I saw that those lessons are unlocked. They are locked. So I was a bit apprehensive whether should I use it or not. So I was like, so I felt that let me ask you. I was holding tight myself all this time to
No
see
assistant.
ask.
That's really music to my ears, Aruna ma'am. You have made my weekend by sharing your
Thank you.
experience. Thank you
I
so much.
So the day when you have opened the link in the chat in the WhatsApp group that you can join, you have to upload it. We were struggling for the feedback certificates. So you were the one who told certificate afterwards. That is not the main criteria. Kindly download your AI to this and start browsing it and see what is there in that. That was what your version in that feed in that WhatsApp group. So that particular day I did that, and then I saw that two lessons are unlocked, rest all are locked, ma'am. Is it that we have to do something to get it unlocked or anything? That is only my thing.
Yeah, so if you start giving out worksheets from the initial chapters that are unlocked, if you start giving worksheets, then the subsequent chapters will automatically get unlocked.
No,
So
I
that's
have done it, ma'am. First 2 lessons I have seen and it is unlocked. But when I have gone to the third lesson, okay, I thought let me create. Even that is not clicking. That is also not
okay.
opening. So
I will just look into it and I'll see that more chapters are unlocked for you.
thank you so
I
much,
will
ma'am.
take care of that personally.
Thank
And
you, ma'am.
again, for the audience, Srinidhi, can you also put the link in the chat? So you have one QR code on your screen, and we will also share the Play Store link in the chat also. So you can just tap the link and check out the app. For the attendance and all the workshop resources for the feedback form, just join the WhatsApp group. The QR code is there in the second QR code is there. and we will share the feedback there. Attendance.
Ma'am, it is asking a class code. How can we do that?
Class code, you can just uh, class code. It should not be there for the teacher app. It should be there for the student app. Please make sure you are downloading the right application, which is the teacher application. Link is there in the chat also. I will pin
Okay,
it for everyone, and the QR code to that is on the screen.
இந்த QR கோட் ஸ்கிரீன்ல இருக்குது எப்படி உஷா ஸ்கேன் பண்ணனும்
So all you have to do is, for the hands-on activity of today's workshop, which is to generate AI questions for your students, your personalized worksheets. Just download this app, and in the next workshop, when we do, when we talk about the next aspect of the funnel, we will be measuring the progress of the teachers in this group based on how many successful worksheets they are able to get submitted with their students. So how many submissions, or how many worksheets you regularly give to your students, and how they respond to it will be a criteria for measuring the progress of this batch. For iOS, it would come very soon. we have got a huge request, like in large numbers, for iPhone as well. So we'll be coming up with that very soon. Until then, if you have any other Android phone in the house, in the family, maybe you can just check the experience on that. And if you have any suggestion, any feature request, please feel free to put it out there in the group, or directly you can message me, because this is the product that we are building for teachers and with teachers. So whatever you guys ask us, and however way you ask us to bend it, we will bend it. Attendance and feedback, everyone, please join the WhatsApp group. We'll share the link in that shortly. Like in about half an hour, we will share the feedback link in the WhatsApp. And both there are two education circle group for Neo. I will share the WhatsApp. Just give me 1 minute. Sharing the WhatsApp. Which you have to join.
రెండు తట్టు தான் உஷா சொன்ன மாதிரி ரெண்டு தட்டு இவனுக்கும் அதே தட்டு இதுக்கும் 4 தட்டு
Can other people please put yourself on mute, please? Thank you very much. Or folks who have already downloaded it, or who are downloading it right now, if you have any doubt, you can ask here itself. So I'm here for like another 5-10 minutes.
Ma'am, are we going to get the feedback and attendance link WhatsApp group?
In the WhatsApp group, yes, please.
I have downloaded that one, ma'am. I'm able to access it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mamta. Try it out and let us know your feedback.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
and
you.
your students' feedback too. I think it will not only help you with sending out worksheets for your subject. It will also help your students to develop overall cognitive skills and their vocational skills as well. So we would love to have the feedback from your students also.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely we will share, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you everyone. It was such an amazing audience. Loved having you all, interacting with you all. I look forward to feedback from all of you, and in the next session we will start the journey from where we are leaving it today, and we will explore.
Sorry to interrupt you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, I've downloaded the app, and after that they're asking us that we need to track the students' progress something. So are we supposed to, what are we supposed to do after that?
It is asking.
Ma'am,
Okay,
in
you
it's showing that share invitation, and it invites students to your classroom, something like that. So we're
It's
supposed to click
asking you
that?
to it's asking you to invite the student to the classroom, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. You can share that in your. You can do it either later, or you can share it in some common WhatsApp group or Google Classroom where your students are, so that they can join your classroom, and when you give the worksheets, it will be available for them.
No, ma'am, I don't want to do that. So I need to go back.
Yeah. You can just go back and create worksheet.
Oh, ma'am, but
Excuse me, ma'am.
option to
Ma'am,
back on the
the
back.
chat what you have shared on the WhatsApp, in that only we will get the attendance and feedback form.
Yeah. The
Okay,
WhatsApp group. In both the WhatsApp groups, Education Circle 1 and Educator Circle 2, feedback form will be floated.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
ठीक है. I think
Shweta, I'm
if
sorry if I'm disturbing you last minute, ma'am. You're talking about some WhatsApp group, ma'am, which I mean, I am very new. I have no idea. Am I also added in that, or how do we join the WhatsApp group?
so there is a QR code on the screen. If you
Okay.
scan that, you would be
Okay, then
taken to
only. Okay, I thought. No, no, because in the you were saying that we can do it through the link also. So I clicked the link. That's why.
the same. Yeah, you can go via link also. The link that I have shared in the chat. It's the same thing. Same group.
Okay, ma'am.
Shweta
Okay,
ma'am,
ma'am. Thank you
Shweta
so
ma'am, I
much.
have a
Thank
concern.
you.
Yeah. Please
Yeah,
go ahead.
Shweta ma'am, I have a concern. Yeah, ma'am, in this worksheet settings, I'm trying this. So select question types, MCQ is coming, but your
Right.
ARQ and CBQ is logged. So how can we access this once we make a worksheet? We include all the questions, right?
Yeah. So if it is locked for few chapters, you can
Hmm.
just let me know, and I'll get it unlocked for you. Like it in the this is a kind of freemium or trial model where some parts of the app is logged and some is unlocked. But if there is something that you really need to use to try it out, you can write to me and I'll get it enabled for you.
Ma'am, I have one more question. Like when
Yeah.
MCQ questions are coming, these are quite general questions that we can find it elsewhere as well. All right. So when it comes to the higher order thinking skill questions, assessment analytical and evaluate based and create, such
Mm.
questions I'm not finding because this will not be much in the MCQ, right? So
Right.
it
No. So
definitely
I'll know. See.
cl-
Yeah.
for class
Yeah.
9 and
So
10
let
you
me
have to
just come to
enable.
it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
come to it. So the MCQ questions which are there, okay, they are
Right.
inclusive of higher order MCQs. So we just talked about the Bloom level, right? So there are Bloom level 1 MCQ questions, 2, and up to 6. So in the MCQs also you get to traverse a whole spectrum of Bloom level. But on top of it, there are case-based and assertion reason also. But why they are unlocked right now, but why they are locked right now is because we have not given them level 1 and level 2 questions. So once we send them some basic level worksheets, then the assertion, reason, and case based open because their level is higher. Case based starts from level 3 and assertion, reason is level 4. So you have to gradually take your students up the journey. So initially, if you give some normal MCQ worksheets with level 1 and level 2, then that will automatically get unlocked for you. I hope
Okay,
I
ma'am.
made that clear for everyone.
No, no, ma'am, I understood that. So we have to share some of the worksheets only, then the other level will unlock for us.
Right,
Automatically, it will
right,
unlock
right,
for all the classes. Like
right,
if
right.
I'm 8, 9, 10, and for that, it will open up.
Yes, for 8, 9, 10, you have to first send some basic worksheets with the level 1, level 2 MCQs. And once the system have some base understanding of your students, then it will start sending them questions from the higher order, and the MCQ and case-based and assertion reason will get unlocked for you.
So this one, as you're saying, that we must we should share it with the students so that AI can read their comprehension level, and that way it will be opening up. If you're not sharing it
Right.
with the children, then how do we go about it? How can we access? if we are not
You
sharing it
have
directly
so
with the
the
children?
ecosystem is not complete and it is useless if the student is not there. So student has to be in the loop. Otherwise, from where you will, like, for whom you will personalize the question? We are personalizing the question for students only based on the student parameters, based on a student comprehension level, IQ, aptitude, and other things. So that is important. So first you have to share your classroom link, so your students can take some initial worksheets with which their persona will be built, and then you can start sending them higher order personalized assessments.
All right, fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, welcome, Rajni. So I think that I made that clear for everyone else also. I'll just repeat it, that right now the MCQ questions and assertion reason questions might be lot, because you first need to send the MCQ level 1 and level 2. Case study starts from level 3 and assertion reason is level 4. Apart from that, some later chapters might also be locked, because the expectation is that you first send some worksheets from the initial chapters, and that will unlock your subsequent chapters. So try it out with some MCQs for initial chapters, which will gradually unlock the whole application for you. And share your feedback. If you need any other feature, you can write to me. And in the next session, we will see how many worksheets you have kind of, successfully assigned to your students, and that will be taken into account in measuring your progress. And it will also be important for the next part of this monsoon marathon, which after creating questions, that comes as delivering the question, that how do you deliver the question. It's an extensive topic in itself, but we'll try to finish it in time next time.
Shweta
Yeah.
ma'am,
Yeah.
Shweta ma'am, I joined the session quite late, but just one query, as I could understand that we have to share the sheets to the students. In case the student is living in a boarding school, he does not have the access of phone, and then in that case, how the sheet can be given, and how the AI application will come to know that it has been done by the students.
So we are although working on a browser version of it, where if not mobile device, they can access some browser from some laptop or some computer lab in the school itself. But if you take printout and then if you give the worksheet to your students, then the personalization will not happen.
Yeah,
They
this
have,
is
yeah. So it has to be either mobile device or through the browser. Taking out printout and getting it done offline will not do the personalization that we are looking at.
Mhm. So this was my one of the main concerns, that how I can
So,
uh,
in your boarding school, do you have computer labs where students can come and attempt some
uh,
quiz or?
yeah, we have computer labs, but the students, they are given a chance on weekly basis, say once in a week, or
Yeah.
some request maybe twice in a week.
Okay. Yeah, we will have to think about it. I am not sure then how they will work. Maybe you could help us come up with a solution for this.
Basically, what happened, I missed the session. Actually, I did not get the link in the beginning session. So later on, one of my friends, she sent me the link, and I could join the workshop. But
No problem. We can connect offline. We can always connect. If you are in the WhatsApp group, then you will have my number. You just ping me, and we'll together work out a solution. I'm sure if we really want to solve, then there will be a way out. So
yeah,
we'll do that for you. Don't worry.
I look forward to getting it.
Let's connect after the event.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Neelam. If we are good, everyone, are we good?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, please.
Actually, when we opening the app at itself, they're asking about enter your class code. So what can
Enter
we?
your class code.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think you are opening the other app, student app. The teacher app should not ask for class code.
Okay.
It goes by name Neo Assistant, and you have to scan this QR code which is there on the screen, or you can,
Okay.
the link to the app is also in the WhatsApp group description.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Excuse me, Shweta ma'am.
Yes, Vanika, please go
Ma'am,
ahead.
as you are saying that there is a student app also, no? As just like the teachers app. So
Yeah, there is
how
a
how the
student app.
students can log in that?
Yeah, when you invite them to your class, no, when you add them to their class from the
And
teacher
how
app.
I can add? See, if I am assigning any worksheet to the students, how will they be able to perform? Ma'am, you are not audible.
Yeah, when you create a class in your teacher app, there is an option to add children or add student, and then you get an invite which you can share in your WhatsApp group or Google Classroom, or you can share it with your students one on one. If they
Okay,
tap
means
on the
with the
link,
help of app, I can create the link, and the link I need to share with the students so that they can
yes,
join
yes,
there and do the
yes.
worksheet.
Yeah. I will
And
also put a short video tutorial in the group if you have joined the WhatsApp group.
yes, I'm
Step
there.
by
Yes, I'm there in the group, ma'am. So for that, they have to download the student app first. Only then they can open with the link.
Yeah, you have to first send that link, and when they tap in the link, they will download the app, and then they will access the worksheet.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, Vanika. Pramila, you want to ask something? Okay. How to get the certificate? Please join the WhatsApp group. I'll share the feedback form link there, and we will derive the certification list from there itself. We will definitely match the registrations and the feedback. So please don't encourage people who have not attended the workshop to fill the feedback form, because that check will be done.
Hello, Sweta madam. This is Pramila here.
Yeah, hi Pramila. Tell me.
Yes, madam. I have joined in the middle, so I could not answer. But wonderful, madam. I have to download that app, madam, from the Play Store.
Yeah.
So I'm trying it. If is there any doubt, I can be in touch with WhatsApp, madam, with you.
Yes, definitely you can.
Yeah,
And for everyone,
yeah,
I will share a video tutorial which I'll post it in the group, so everyone is clear.
yeah.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us for 2 hours on Saturday evening. It's 7:30. We have been here together since 5:30. It was lovely being with you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next session. Have a great week, and send a lot of worksheets, so we have a lot of data to make interesting insights of in the next session. Bye bye. Have a great evening.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Thank you, Shweta.
Bye,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Thank you so much.